Hello, you're watching This Week in FM. Tuesday the 19th of November saw Reconomy's Don't Waste It Breakfast Roundtable. The theme is around waste management, looking at delivering value and efficiency in a constantly changing market. Let's have a look at some of the highlights from the first session, which is focused on meeting changing customer demands and expectations for managing waste and wastage. The full session is available via the ThisWeekinFM website and our YouTube channel. Let's join the first session now.
So between 2020 and 2030 is possibly the most important 10 years of our planet. Yeah. What we do now is absolutely on our watch, and we determine the next tens or hundreds or even thousands of years of our planet, and obviously that includes humanity and then all of the passengers on planet Earth. And we're going to be making a connection today around zero carbon and climate change and waste and recycling.
And unless we change our path and our trajectory, we're actually heading for some terrible times. You think it's bad now, it's only going to get worse. So I think framing everything that we're doing in the context of reducing carbon dioxide is where we need to start with.
Not as it's nice to have, because now we think the first thing we think of in corporate environments, in health and safety, it's a given that it's a zero. We don't. One death is not acceptable anymore. Zero deaths is acceptable. So in the same with the environment, with carbon, it's got to be exactly the same.
What you're hearing businesses saying is, can you give us some help? Where do we start? What are the quick wins? Because I think you're very, articulately saying, there's some things you can get on with that, or the government are, and we always seem to take the government as there, but actually it's about us taking responsibility. It's the business taking responsibility. So, whether it's a university or a college or whatever it is, your students, those people that use and want to come and join your organisation, know what they need to do. It's about actually involving them in it.
And also, if you want to attract great people to come to you, to work for you and so on, or to buy from you, 75% of our workforce by 2025 will be millennials, and we know they care.
Educating the younger generation is easy. That's the easy bit. It's our generation is going to be harder to educate. You have to gently nudge them in the right direction. You can't just, boom, put that on them.
I think single-use plastics are a terrible thing. I think they are the canary in the mine where actually we don't know what we don't know. And you just look back in time, look at asbestos. That was a brilliant material. We now know very well that it kills us.
And so the role of the FM industry and solution providers like you guys is that you can help companies meet their legislative requirement, you can help them meet their brand value requirement, yeah. You can also help them save a lot of money.
In order for the SMEs to be successful organisations and for them to thrive, what they need to do is position themselves to the larger companies to make themselves attractive. Yeah, they take it upon themselves to start to take responsibility to act upon some of their own climate change policies, and where they're looking at their own internal supply chain, where they're buying their stationery from, where they're buying their consumables from. And what they then do is naturally start to change and think about how they make themselves more attractive to the larger organisations.
And I want to hold on to these thoughts, all right? And also, how is it measured? Because if you look at pre-qualification questionnaires and tenders, it's in there. And social value is in there, environmental impacts are in there, and how you're going to deliver them.
That concludes the first session of the Reconomy Don't Waste It Roundtable. The full session is available at ThisWeekinFM.com and our YouTube channel. The remaining 3 sessions will be released over the coming weeks. Please contact This Week in FM if you would like to be involved in a roundtable or any other event. Thank you for joining us. See you next time on This Week in FM.